Hey everybody, and welcome to my in5 series where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Matthew Wilson wrote in asking if I had any suggestions for oscillators in the Eurorack format for noobs. I guess I would say the ALM MCO. It's a small form factor and it doesn't take up a lot of space in a rack, and it's not too expensive. That would be one that I would maybe gravitate towards because I think it's pretty feature rich. You can do quite a bit with it, even though it's a single voice. The Mutable Instruments Plaits or any of the clones of that, it is a little bit menu divey, or you at least kind of need to know what all the different button presses can do to move you between different types of synthesis. But it's got a lot of patch points. It's got a really good amount of things that you can do to automate it. I like plates a lot. It sounds great. Besides that, the Make Noise DPO that was one of the ones I really cut my teeth on. It's a dual oscillator. It's pretty big and takes up a lot of space in the rack, but very feature rich. You can do an awful lot of things with it. It makes some very awesome sounds. Beyond that, a few thoughts. If you're just getting into Eurorack, you're going to feel like you want to get some of these multi-mode devices. I mean, the Distinct Make 4, for example, very feature rich, a ton of things you can do with it. But I think if you're getting into Eurorack and you don't quite know what you want, it's better to just not get something than get something like that where it's going to be very menu divey. It's like a 70, 80, 100 plus page manual, and it does so much that it's very hard to kind of know what you want to do. And at least for me personally, I found like once I had that in my rack, I kind of just set it to like one or two things as favorites and never really experimented with it enough. Because to really get deep into it, you're going to need to have a computer. You're going to be pulling the SD card in and out all the time to reprogram it and do all kinds of other things, or you're just doing tons of menu diving to get it to set some of the inputs and outputs to get it to do what you want. That to me, that kind of took the fun out of some of the stuff I like doing in Eurorack, which is just very hands-on, just experimenting very quickly and iterating over different sounds, patch points, and all that. The only other couple thoughts I have would be if you have an iPad, check out MiRack or MiRack. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's MiRack. It has a lot of different Eurorack in software format. So it at least give you a sense for kind of what some of these things will look like and feel like and how you'd kind of patch them or use them in different environments. It's not like a real replacement in some ways, but on the other hand, like with the iPad, if you've got the right kind of devices, you can actually get input and output that is in Eurorack format from your iPad and actually just hook those software devices up into your Eurorack. So maybe I'll do a video on that at some point. It can be pretty fun. And if you have a computer, definitely go check out VCVRack. It's the same thing. It's actually what the MiRack or MiRack is based off of. And again, like, it'll just let you really go play with and experiment with a lot of things without having to spend a whole lot of money. Getting the hardware, getting into it, getting the power supplies, all that stuff can be an awful lot of an undertaking, especially when you're just trying to understand what you like for devices. So hopefully that helps. But anyway, Matthew, if you got any more questions, drop them in comments or send an email or something. Happy to try and give everybody more information. Anyway, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.